You know, the real battle all of us has is against our own self. Your worst enemy is like your best friend, it's yourself. No one else. No one knows you better than yourself. You know, if there's one person that knows all of your flaws, all of your weaknesses, all of the things you could be doing better, all the times you waste, all the things you shouldn't be involved in but you are anyway, all the bad habits you have, the ones that are known to others and the ones that are not known to others. If there's someone who knows that really, really, really well, it's you. It's you. We have to learn to constantly be hard on our own selves, to constantly look in the mirror. You know, psychologically speaking, people present a picture of themselves to the outside world. People, you know, especially it's problematic for public speakers because, you know, most of the time, most of you see me and people like me on a stage. We're giving a talk about Islam, but I don't always do that. I switch it off when I'm off of here. I play with my kids. I don't give them khutbah. You see what I'm saying? But then people see you, because they've always seen you in a certain light, they see that's all this person is going to be, right? And that kind of, on some people, it puts a pressure on them to act a certain way in front of others. To look a certain way, act a certain way. And that might be you. You're so used to impressing people with how, whatever, religious you are, knowledgeable you are, committed you are, etc., etc. And you're constantly putting up this face that you start convincing yourself that's who you really are. One has to be able to stop complaining about the world and start complaining about themselves. What is wrong? What am I doing wrong? What are my shortcomings? What are the things that I look at myself and I say, what, if there were 4 or 5 things I could change about myself, if I could just do 4 or 5 things differently, what would they be? What would those things be that I wish I changed? What are some things I wanted to accomplish last year and I never got to? I really wanted to though. I wanted to memorize like 2 more surahs. I wanted to study something. I want to finish reading that book. I never got around to it. But I really wanted to do it. What is keeping us from making those changes? That's the real bit of advice that at least I'll share with you what I do for myself. It works sometimes, it doesn't work other times. But I'm hoping inshallah you'll be better at it than I am, and we're all going to be making changes for the better in our own lives. How do I make more use of that day? How do I make it more productive? That one day. You can fix one day, you fixed your whole life. If you made one change to today, that means you've made that change for the rest of your life. For you, many of you, it's like weekdays and weekends. Your weekends are the same way every time. Your weekdays are the same way every time, right? Fix your weekdays. This time is for salat. Right after that, there's this time for Quran. There's this time for me to learn something. There's this time for me to, get my homework done or whatever it may be. Discipline your life. Make that change in your life. And really, changes to me is what you give time to. I mean, the real asset all of us have is time. That's really all we have. And if we're utilizing it properly, our lives have moved towards the better. And if we're not, our lives are moving towards the worse. That's essentially what it boils down to. We have to become people that we make productive use of their time, that don't become people that waste time. Even if you want to play sports or relax or whatever, there should be a time for that. It should be specified. It should be something disciplined. Allah tells us the sun and the moon, they follow an order. All of the acts of worship that we do in Islam somehow fall upon the sun and the moon. The prayers dependent on the positions of the sun. Eid and Ramadan and Hajj on the moon. And Allah tells us the sun and the moon follow a precise order. Our worship follows a precise order. What we're learning from that is your entire life should follow a precise order. You should have some kind of discipline, laid out a sketch in your life for yourself. Otherwise you'll keep thinking, I should get that done, and you'll never get it done because it never made time for it. You never found the specific time for it.